Okay, I've decided to revisit a stealth product, the Handgun hanger safe. For those of you who were not following me when I was on Vimeo, I looked at the original version of this thing in October of 2017. I was able to slide a piece of a drinking straw in over the top of the door and bump the release. It was pretty sad. Stealth got right on it, and by January of 2018, they sent me an updated device. They had altered the housing for the latching mechanism, so there wasn't any way to slide anything into the latching mechanism, so that's good. But that device was still fitted with a tubular lock, cut to 2021. These devices are now fitted with this style of wafer lock that takes a laser cut inner groove key. These are all based on automobile lock designs. That's why the key stock is always extra long like this. The lock has a sidebar also, so you can't pop a tension wrench in this and start setting wafers. So now I'm going to go over the positive features of this device and give this a highly qualified endorsement. My endorsement comes with a caveat. The word caveat means warning, usually with regard to taking a specific action. A caveat can also mean an explanation, a cautionary detail that you need to know. In this case, I'm using that word in the primary meaning. So here's your warning. This type of keyway cannot prevent somebody from pushing a screwdriver down there. And then you can grab that screwdriver with a pair of pliers and break the lock. So I can't put this on my list of approved devices because none of the products on that list can be opened with just a screwdriver and a pair of pliers, and I don't want to get into arguments with people about that, so this is a very qualified endorsement. One of the things I like about this device is that it requires a 6-digit access code. Another thing I like is that the LED lighting up the interior is red, and red light won't interfere with your night vision. I should mention you can also silence the beeping noise. Another thing I like is this little gas strut that catches the door. It's not the quietest device in the world, but this little gas strut is protecting the hinges as the door falls open. The device also comes with a printed sheet that reminds you about the need to bolt your device down, and it has one additional warning. Down at this corner is a hole for securing the device with cable. I recommend that you toss out the cable and bolt this thing down. That piece of paper suggests filling the hole with a nut, bolt, and washer, which is a good idea. The problem is there's another hole right here. This is for the wall adapter. It's just a tiny transformer that steps down the current from the wall. If you undo this nut right here, you can push the plug through, and at that point you've got a hole that's not too far from the reset button. I've been playing around with some coat hanger wire, and you can get to it. It takes some farting around, but you can get there. However, I should admit that my area of expertise is not really in applied coat hanger technology. If you really want to know, my master's degree is in advanced paperclip technology, theory and practice. And if you really want to know, that degree is not finished. What happened is I was developing a new kind of paperclip for use by astronauts on space stations and space shuttles. And that's what my thesis project was about. But only weeks before I was to submit the finished paper, NASA discontinued the space shuttle program. So on the advice of a professor, I held off and negotiated an extension of time. And I suppose now with SpaceX up and running, I could probably pull out that old thesis and come up with some new paperclip designs and, really do something with it. But with all the time that's lapsed, it's hard to get motivated.